Okay, so we're going to do makeup today. We're going to use one palette, the mini double decker, and those are my cream colors and those are my powder colors. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stain my Stay Spray on a sponge and I'm going to use it as a primer. So I'm just going to pat it all over my face, making sure that I get under my eyes, under my on my neck, and anywhere really that I'm going to have makeup. Make sure I prime my eyes so it'll just get a stickier surface for the makeup to stick to. All right, so you notice I just have a little bit of darkening under my eyes, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a color called Mango to color correct that. I probably could get away without it, but just for the purpose of showing the video, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Also have a little bit of redness, a little blemish. You can kind of put that area on there. You never want to color correct with a lighter color. You want to use one of the darker colors. This is the Buffy brush, nice dense ends. We're going to use the bigger end, and we're going to start with that main highlight color. So I'm going to tap into that. I'm using two colors, Sandy and Amber. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that all over my area, on my chin, under my nose, on my nose. Make sure to get in all the cracks, just where there's any redness. And tap back in there. Get the other side. And just going down my cheek line. Just little taps, little swipes on the nose. Just going to keep going on there. Just make sure I'm fully covered. You don't want to go underneath of your eyes because we're going to save that for the brightener, and we're trying to minimize the layers. So I just want to get a little bit on the forehead. Now I'm going to go into the other end and I'm going to dip into my contour color, which is called Ash. And I'm going to start with my cheekbones and work my way onto the inside. You want to make sure you don't go in too far and you don't want to go in too low. Notice I have a little swoop, so I'm trying to accentuate my cheekbones. All right, now I'm just going to take that and go all over my forehead and then on the other side of my cheekbones. You can always fix the makeup if you go too low, but that is really important to keep your contour nice and high up. You can also contour around the bottom of your chin just to define your jawbone, and just make sure you blend down your neck so that you don't have any harsh lines. And I'm just doing a little nose contour here. It takes a little practice, but once you get the hang of it, it's super easy. You just want to keep those lines nice and straight and close together and make sure that you fluff them out into your eyebrow area. All right, I'm going to finish the contour on my forehead. And I'm going to go back to that other bigger end, and I'm going to go into my brightening highlight this time. This is called Aura. Just going to kind of tap it. I want to make sure that I'm stippling. I'm not swiping because that skin, I'm going over another cream, so we don't want to spread that out. We want to just put that product on top of another. Whenever you're layering a product, you want to make sure that you're stippling and not swiping. And we can brighten just in that triangle of light, so that includes our forehead, and we're going to make sure we keep that nice straight contour line. If you mess up at all, you can just flip that brush over and correct it. Super easy. Okay, now we're going to blend that under eye color with the Best Blend Forever. This brush is amazing for just blending in. It's a really great blending brush, so I highly recommend you grab it. And we can just use that to blend in all that highlight color. Now we're going to grab the blush and bronzer brush. We're going to tap into that bronzer, and we're going to use that to blend out our contour lines. So we want to go above the contour lines, blending up and where the sun would hit, you don't never want to blend down with the contour. And you can get that neck to make sure that your neck blends in with the rest of your face. All right, now we're going to go into Cindy, this nice pink bubblegum color. And we're going to tap on the apples of the cheeks, and then we're going to blend it out towards the back. Towards the outer sides of your face, pardon me. And we're just going to go back in and fix any areas we went a little too far into the face. You want to make sure you keep the light in the center of the face. Stay Spray on the Perfector sponge, and we're going to tap into that highlight area first. I'm going to just tap some Stay Spray on there, setting spray, and also around the contour areas a second. Just going to let that dry for a second, and now we're going to go in and set with our powders. We're going to use Airspun today, translucent setting powder. It's a great, affordable, last you forever. You can get it at Walmart, Amazon, all that good stuff. And we're using the Power Powder Brush. And you notice I'm putting quite a bit of product on here, but that's okay because we're going to let it sit on our face for a few minutes, and then we're going to use that big fluffy end of that blush and bronzer brush to get it out, to fluff it away. So don't worry if you get too much on, it's no problem. All right, so now we're going to go into the Cayman bronzer. That's our powder bronzer. And we're going to use this, the other end of that power powder brush, to set the contour lines as well as just give a nice bronzed matte finish. I really like a matte finish on my face makeup. We're just going to use it any place where we have the contour. And now we're going to take that big fluffy end of that brush that I can't say, and we're going to brush away any of that loose powder. And we're just going to touch back up into that cheek color just to make it a little more pigmented, because you can always add on. You can always layer. All right, I'm happy with that apparently. Okay, so now we're going to do the eyebrows, and I'm just using a Milani pencil, and then I'm using my Know Your Angles or Hotline brush, the end of that, just to blend it out. And you can see how super important it is to blend it out. You want to just always make sure that you blend those brows out. See what a difference. And I could have done with sharpening that pencil beforehand, but that's all right. I made it work. Oh, nope, not yet. We got to do the, got to do your illuminator first. That's Georgia. I'm just going to put it over the tops of my cheekbones and on my nose. And we'll take a little bit and put it just over that Cupid's bow just to give a little shimmer, and just under your eyebrows to accentuate that brow bone. And it's a little bit heavy, but that's okay because we're going to put eyeshadow on over top. Now we're going in with the Eyeshadow Everything brush, and we're going to go into a color called Bubba. Really pretty, nice light brown. I'm going to use that as my transition color. And I'm just going to go above. I've got hooded eyes, as you can see, so I want to make sure that I blend that Bubba color up above the brow bone. And I'm going to bring my hand back on that brush just because I want a nice soft touch. All right, so now we're going to go with the color called Zion, and we're going to really try and focus in on the crease and really get a little dimension. So go over the inside of the lid, and I'm working from the out of the eye, outward part of the eye to the inner out part of the eye. And the key here is just to keep blending. Blend until it's right. Blend, 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 blend. Okay, now I'm switching it over. I'm going to use that smudge side, and I'm going to go into a color called Gilded, one of my favorite colors. It's this really pretty maroon wine color. It's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, and I'm just going to take that and go even further back into the crease, starting from the outside, and I'm going to take it downstairs. And I want a little more pigment there, so I just used my finger, kind of rubbed it in there. See how that packs on that pigment. And I can just use that brush to run down. Okay, so now I'm going to go with Philly, which is a really pretty warm brown. I use this almost on every eye look that I do. And I'm using this almost just right on the line, the lash line. Now I'm using Stardust, and I'm just going to pack that color in the center of my lid just to give it a little pop. And I'm going to go into Zion, which is even a little bit brighter beige, and I'm going to put that in the inside corners of my eye to give a nice awake look. Found something in my eye. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to go in for some Black Friday eyeliner. And I'm going to use my Know Your Angles brush just to tap into that. And I'm going to tight line that right on my lash line, waterline. And this will just help open up my eyes a little bit since I do have hooded eyes. All right, so now I'm going to grab my Milk Mint Lip Conditioner just to moisturize my lips. Let that kind of sit on there before I do my lips, while I do my mascara. Now I've got my Too Faced Damn Girl mascara, which I love this stuff. I'm just about out though, so it needs a refill. And make sure you always do your bottom lashes first. All right. The last step is just I'm going to grab some more Cindy, and I'm just going to put it right on my lips. Use my finger. Looks good for me. I'm happy. Thanks, guys.